Ladies and gents, welcome. Yesterday's video was a little bit depressing, wasn't it? You know, reading about all of the degenerate sex pests that work in Hollywood and are, revered all around the world by the likes of the BBC and the Guardian journalists and their adoring public. So today, we'll do a feel-good story about helping those in need. From The Telegraph, Starmer poised to grant asylum to more than 60,000 after scrapping Rwanda scheme. Refugee Council forecast comes as Home Office reviews reopening hotels to refugees because of spike in channel crossings. What, you don't think giving hotels to 60,000 hairy-ass blokes with high testosterone, low anger management and 8 inches on the slack, you don't think that's a good idea? What's the matter with you? Right then, we knew this was coming, didn't we? We knew this was coming. It's been a fantastic 3 months for Keir Starmer. He does exactly what it says on the tin. And what was on the tin? Well, the tin said, communist shit for brains. And look at the photo. Look at the photo that accompanies it. Women and children first. Oh, no, hang on. Sorry. No, none of them, is there? Just a massive gang of walking security threats. Fantastic. I bet the spies at MI5 are having a nightmare. They must need to recruit about an extra 400,000 people because the watch list is going to be longer than John Merrick's cock. What do we get out of any of this? What do we get out of it? They're not doctors and engineers, are they? That bloke in the middle with a yellow bomber jacket on, what do you think, he's a brain surgeon? No, he's not. He can probably barely read and write. And when someone from Middlesbrough's slagging off your literacy skills, you know you're scraping the very bottom of the barrel. Let's read the story then, might as well get even more depressed. More than 60,000 migrants will be granted asylum in the UK in the next year after Sir Keir scrapped the Tories' Rwanda scheme, according to an analysis. The Refugee Council has forecast that 62,800 people, so it'll be double that. It'll probably be double that by next year because they multiply like gremlins in the swimming baths. This includes channel migrants, and they'll all be granted refugee status out of nearly 119,000 individual asylum seekers whose claims Labour inherited from the Tories. The migrants were blocked from asylum in the UK by laws introduced by Rishi Sunak that stipulated that anyone who arrived illegally should be detained and deported to a safe country, such as Rwanda. Yeah, but you know what that is? That's a deterrent, and you can't have them, can you? Deterrents? That's a terrible idea. If we had the same attitude towards every other crime as the British government has towards illegal immigrants, I can't even imagine what we'd be doing. It'd be like the equivalent of stripping a 5-year-old naked, rolling them in glitter, and then leaving them outside a pedo's house. Just popping them on the doorstep with a dicky bow around their head. Have a good time, Ian. Cheers, mate. Ian being Huntley, obviously. I'm sure some of you didn't get it. You haven't got a depressingly encyclopedic knowledge of the worst criminals on earth like I do. I mean, I only know this because I read the BBC every day, and obviously 98% of them are living the life of Riley in British prisons with Sky TV, central heating and better food than you can afford if you work all week and then go to Netto. But Labour has used powers within the Tories' Illegal Migration Act to lift the ban on migrants claiming asylum and scrap the duty on Yvette Cooper to remove them to a third country. The Refugee Council estimated that nearly 53% of the migrants will be successful, so probably 93% if Labour are in charge, based on previous rates for the nationalities of those seeking refuge in the UK. A third of them come from Afghanistan, where 96% are successful, Iran, 82%, Syria, 99%, Eritrea, 99%, and Sudan, 99%. Look at them numbers. And we all know they aren't from any of these places. They're from Morocco and Algeria and Pakistan and India and Somalia and anywhere else. They just rip the documents up or ditch them in the sea and then claim to be from wherever they want. This is old news, surely. In fact, it's not even news. This is what they do. It's what they do. You know it, I know it, and the family dog knows it at this point. Everybody knows it, especially all of the hairy-ass blokes who move to England every week. They know it, and that's why they're doing it. Average number of migrants aboard small boats from 2020. Look at that trend line. It's as clear as the nose on your face. So do you think this is going to go down? Look at that trend line. You don't have to be a statistician or a mathematical genius to see where the trend's headed, do you? And as I've said many times, so what do you think 2025 is going to look like? What do you think 2026 is going to look like? Do you think the third world's going to run out of angry men? Do you? You think that we're going to get to 100 million people in the UK and they'll go, it's a bit full now, we better stop coming? No. No. As I've told you a lot many times before, it's better off to be an accelerationist, pull the plaster off, which is what we thought we were doing when we voted for reform, right? Pull the plaster off. Because this was going to happen under the Tories. It was just slightly more of a trickle. At least with Labour doing this, 2025, 2026, 2027, it's going to get worse every single year. It's going to bankrupt you. Your quality of life's going to go through the floor. The NHS waiting list's going to be twice as long. And pop concerts are going to explode. Kids are going to get rogered above greasy kebab shops. And chickens are going to get barbecued with blowtorches on upside-down shopping trolleys with even more frequency. So, brilliant. I hope you're having a fantastic time. I know I am. I know I am watching it from abroad with a rage boner that could poke your eye out, even as you sit in your living room in Yorkshire. The forecast was revealed as it emerged that the Home Office is reviewing whether to reopen some asylum hotels previously closed by the Conservatives. Yes, of course they are, because they only cost £3 million a day, and we've got loads of money, haven't we? Loads of money. Oh no, wait a minute. We haven't got loads of money, have we? No, actually, no. The crusty homeless man that you walk past, begging in the street, he's got more money than the British government has, because he's on zero on account of the fact every time he gets his hand on a fiver, he quickly spends it on drugs and then at least has 10 hours off his box where he can mercifully be free of the scribblings of British journalists. At least he has that, because the British government isn't even on zero. They're on minus, 3 trillion now? How much money are we actually in the hole for? Probably more than that now, innit? Oh yeah, there we go. I was nearly right. 2.7 trillion. I suppose if you're 0.3 trillion off when you're talking about numbers like that, doesn't really matter, does it? So there you go. 3 trillion in debt and importing more drains every single day. So your taxes are going to go up as well. Your taxes are going to go up. Your kids' knickers are going to come down. All right, that's what's going to happen. Just look at the recent statistics. This isn't hyperbole, is it? Just look at the news. If you read the news every day for the last 10 years, you know what's going on. You know who we're importing, you know how much it costs, and you know what they get up to. So like I keep telling you, strap in, buckle up, get whatever legal weaponry you can, and hunker down, because there's a Starmer brewing. You don't get to vote your way out of this one, boys and girls. Only when it gets to the point where the nation is bankrupt and gangs roam the streets will Joe Normie switch on, take their eyes off the television for more than 20 minutes, and actually do what needs to be done. But that's just what I think. Maybe I'm a doom and gloom type of fella. And if you think loads of these guys are, doctors and ophthalmologists and chiropractors and engineering students, you let me know in the comments, please, because I wish I was as delusional as you are. That's the story. I'll link it in full for you to read. If you're really, really not angry enough, you can have a good read for yourself. And, hopefully raise your blood pressure by a few points like mine. And, let me know what you think in the comments, all right? Seriously, start stockpiling oats and water purification tablets, because I think you're going to need them. All right, see you soon, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you later. Toodle pip.